Are your business expenses playing hide and seek? With Uber for Business, the small spends that slip through the cracks, like rides and meals, go right where you need them. Because it integrates with leading expense platforms, you can say goodbye to surprise costs, missing dollars, or chasing receipts. Everything's track downable. Uber for Business. Make small steps that make a big impact. Learn more at uber.com/small steps.
Put us in a box. Go ahead. That just gives us something to break out of. Because the next generation 2025 GMC Terrain Elevation is raising the standard of what comes standard. As far as expectations go, why meet them when you can shatter them? What we choose to challenge, we challenge completely. We are professional grade. Visit gmc.com to learn more.
Lowe's knows when you're looking for reliability, the right brand makes all the difference. And now, Lowe's is the exclusive home improvement retailer for the Whirlpool water treatment line, including their Wi-Fi softener, under-sink filtration system, and more. With Whirlpool's proven performance and our everyday low prices, better tasting, better quality water is within reach. Shop pro-trusted brands like Whirlpool and more, in-store or online. Lowe's, we help, you save.
As a sports fan, I have to confess. Sometimes the game gets kind of boring. That's when I unfold my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7 and use multi-window viewing on its large screen. Boring game? I'm checking out my fantasy baseball league at the same time. Score still 1-0? I'm replying to emails in the other window, scoring points with the boss. Semifinals finally getting exciting? I'm buying tickets to the finals and booking my flights. Can your phone do that?
The new Galaxy Z Fold 7. Get yours at Samsung.com.
Hey, it's Paris. You know I love sparkly things, right? Like stars. Duh. And thanks to Hilton and AutoCamp, I just slept under them. Picture me, serving looks by the fire outside my luxurious Airstream, making s'mores with the kids, while a national park is our backdrop. The great outdoors meets Hilton hospitality. That's hot. Explore all the new ways to stay at Hilton.com. Hilton for the stay.
I love the Lions. Say it with me. I love the Lions.
Detroit Kool-Aid drinkers, loyal, diehard Detroit Kool-Aid drinkers. What is going on? It's your boy at Chops in the D coming to you on a Monday edition of that delicious Honolulu blue flavored Kool-Aid packet. You know how we do, people.
Drink it in, man.
And you know we can't serve up the Kool-Aid without giving you a little bit of this.
Cornbread.
Make it a double.
Cornbread.
And I'm coming to you today to talk about a few things here. Lots to talk about with the Lions. We had our preseason game 2 on Friday against the Atlanta Falcons. Of course, before we dive into anything, Lions related, of course, we want to start this show out by just, everything that we're going to talk about here before I get going is, of course, secondary to the health of Maurice Norris. I affectionately call him Morris Norris every once in a while, but obviously scary situation that happened on Friday. Happy to hear that he was released from the hospital on Saturday, back with his family. I heard he even may have made an appearance at the practice facility on Sunday to be with his teammates. So happy to hear that is going on, that he's doing well. Obviously scary situation with the ambulance coming on the field. We all saw it. And it really does make you stop and think that, these guys are really putting their bodies on the line every time they go out on that field. It doesn't matter if it's preseason, freaky things can even happen in practice too. So you hate to see it, but glad to hear that he's on the up and up. But it does actually, it's a bit of a reality check that makes you realize these are humans, right? They have human bodies. And while some of them make millions and millions, they're still out there, just wrecking their bodies for these few years that they have to play. So happy to see that he's on the up and up. And, I thought the both organizations, kudos to the Lions and the Falcons, both organizations just doing the right thing, ending the game early, taking a knee at midfield to pray and focus on Mr. Norris there. So, we love our football, but you hate to see stuff like that happen. So other stories that kind of came out and things that I want to talk about today, you knew I was going to do it, but I got to start out by talking about, our boy, Hendon Hooker, H2O. Man, I really wanted to come on the show today, and I really wanted to talk about how he thrived, how he flourished, how he just set himself as the legit number 2. He was going to get the chance that we all expected and we all wanted him to have to start the game on Friday. And man, I feel like he just squandered it away. It was a golden opportunity for him to show that he had matured, to show that he'd grown, to lock in that QB2 spot for the 2025 season. I felt like the Lions really wanted, they want him to succeed. They want him to do well. They're rooting for this guy, but 7 for 10, 38 yards, rushed for 27 yards on 3 attempts. But man, 2 fumbles, and it's just sad because his default just seems to continue to be to run the ball, to tuck and run, and that's just not gonna work at the NFL level. It worked for him great in college, but this is a whole nother game. And he's got to be able to make his reads. He's got to be able to make his progressions. He's got to be able to just throw the ball away when there's nothing there, to pick up a second read. And I'm just kind of bummed out about this because I was so happy when they drafted H2O. I mean, I think he was my live on the clock pick in the 3rd round for the Lions, along with a few others. I think the host of the show, but I would argue that he has regressed. He showed some flashes in preseason of last year. He had all last season on the practice, on the field as the backup quarterback to prove that he could do something, to learn from Jared Goff. I mean, what better mentor could you ask for in Jared Goff? I mean, he was able to be behind Teddy Bridgewater for a while as well, learn from those 2 cats. And he has just not progressed the way I would have expected him to in 3 years. To me, this job, the number 2 quarterback job battle, is over. It is firmly in the hands of Kyle Allen. And I know some people might kill me for that. They may say, oh, it's too soon. They still got 2 more games for him to prove and show something. But I'm almost to the point where I've seen enough. I think, I know he's going to still get reps, and he's still going to get some game action, but Kyle Allen locked himself in. I mean, he wasn't a burner out there, but 7 for 8, 120 yards, 2 tugs. I think he was sacked twice, but to me, Kyle Allen is after that performance, he's the number 2 guy. And, now there's even like people talking about like, will Hendon Hooker make the 53-man roster? We'll have to wait and see what happens with that. I mean, I'm not completely just giving up on this kid. I know he's got another year left on his rookie deal. I would hate to see the Lions cut him. I don't know if that's really going to happen or not, but this is no longer a battle for me. This is a Kyle Allen backup, QB2 backup situation. And I'm really disappointed to see that H2O wasn't able to pull ahead with this game and with the time that he's had with this team. It's been long enough, and he's just not there.
This episode is sponsored by Friskies, who would like to tell your cats hi. Now, if that didn't get your cat's attention, there is one thing that always does the trick. Just pour some Friskies crunchy food in the bowl, and you'll hear those paws come running. Works every time. With so many Friskies choices, you can always bring your cats running from their secret napping spots. There's always more to explore. See for yourself at Friskies.com or visit your local store.
Are you a forward thinker? Then you need an HR and finance platform that thinks like you do. Workday is the AI platform that helps propel your organization, your workforce, and your industry into the future. Workday, moving business forever forward.
This summer, try the new Strato Frappuccino blended beverage at Starbucks. It's the classic blended iced coffee you know and love, now topped with a creamy layer of handcrafted brown sugar cold foam. Available for a limited time. Your Strato Frappuccino is ready at Starbucks.
Whether it's a movie night or just midday, Skinny Pop is a salty snack that keeps on giving. Made with just 3 simple ingredients for an irresistibly delicious taste and a large serving size that lasts. Deliciously popped, perfectly salted. Skinny Pop, popular for a reason. Shop Skinny Pop now.
It's summer. Time to enjoy long days, lazy nights, and zero cooking. Because Uber Eats has deals all summer long. So, when hunger strikes, don't sweat it. Delicious deals are just a tap away on Uber Eats. Enjoy all your favorite food delivered straight to you. Get Burger King, Subway, Popeyes, and hundreds more local favorites and savor every last bite. Now that sounds like a good summer. Order now on Uber Eats. Terms apply. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
Want to talk about a couple of positives now that we gave you that depressing Kool-Aid. Let's talk a little bit about the Lions. Top 2 picks being on the field for the first time. It was so great to see Tyleik Williams out there and my boy Tate Rat on the field, in the pads, in the Honolulu Blue, and playing football with this team. Again, Tyleik didn't have any real stats to speak of in this game, but, he was a real force in the middle. He looked really good in the run game, drew some extra attention from the Falcons O-line in the passing downs, and I think this kid's going to have the ability, man. If he's going to have, it's going to be fun to watch him when Aleem McNeil is back, to watch those two boys up front just wreaking havoc up the middle. The offensive lines of opposing teams are going to really have to dial in on those two, because if those two guys can be healthy and both be pressure performers up in the middle, that's going to open things up on the edge. It can be really fun to see and just watch these guys just, making it miserable for opposing quarterbacks from all 4 spots on the D-line. I was super happy to see it, excited about it. And, again, Tate Rat did a really nice job of maintaining his position. He did not get beat by any defenders. It was a bit of a ragtag O-line that he was out there with, but he is dialed in and he is locked in that starting 5, in my opinion. I'm excited to see what he can do next to Penny and Graham Glasgow. Those 3 on that side are going to be a lot of fun to watch. You love the personality, you love the tattoos, you love the hair. And those first 2 picks for Brad, always open for business homes, are just looking like absolute steals. And then you go ahead and get to drop down and get a triple dip there with my boy, Tez. I know some people are calling him Slaw. Maybe we just got to call him like Cole. I don't know. Like, who knows? It's probably not going to stick. But I still am going with Tez because he is balling out there. I am loving it. I like to see it. Again, he just looks like a professional. 2 catches, 18 yards, a touchdown, really nice catch. He's running routes, he's blocking. He's just out there being, he's a Detroit Lion through and through. We talk about him week after week. But I just can't get enough of this talk with Tez. I love it. He is battling for that number 3 wide receiver position.
What does every USAA member have in common? Family. We're one big family who supports the military community and their eligible families. And if you, your parent, or spouse served, you could join our family and save big on auto insurance. Visit USAA.com/join today to check your eligibility. Membership eligibility and product restrictions apply and are subject to change. USAA means United Services Automobile Association and its affiliates, San Antonio, Texas.
This episode is brought to you by Nordstrom. Summer's almost out and fall's calling. Luckily, Nordstrom has everything you need for the season ahead, all under $100. Discover new arrivals from your favorite brands like Mango, Princess Polly, Wave, Free People, BDG, and more. Whether you're planning a last-minute getaway, heading back to class, or refreshing your office looks, you'll find the latest trends and beauty must-haves without breaking your budget. It's easy, too, with free shipping, free returns, and in-store order pickup. Shop today, in stores, and at Nordstrom.com.
Shh. Hear that? Big waves are calling. Dive into refreshment with Kona Big Wave. Tropical flavor and the taste of aloha in every drop. This summer, don't just listen. Join Kona on the Big Wave Bonfire Tour. More information at konabigwave.com/bigwavemusic. Kona Big Wave. Liquid Aloha. Copyright 2025 Kona Brewing Co., St. Louis, Missouri. Mahalo for enjoying responsibly.
The Jack Welch Management Institute at Strayer University helps you go from, I know the way, to I've arrived with our top 10 ranked online MBA. Gain skills you can learn today and apply tomorrow. Get ready to go from make it happen to made it happen and keep striving. Visit strayer.edu/Jack Welch MBA to learn more. Strayer University is certified to operate in Virginia by Chev and has many campuses, including at 2121 15th Street North in Arlington, Virginia.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Which actually now kind of leads me to a funny take here, and I kind of scratch my head a bit because I saw a few articles out there, rumors swirling that the Lions may be considering trading Tim Patrick. I know he's having a bit of a rough camp. Okay, I know that Isaac Tesla is balling out. All right, but why on earth would the Lions consider trading Tim Patrick? I'm scratching my head here. It makes zero sense to me. Last time I checked, you got to have more than 3 productive wide receivers on your team. Okay, not only do injuries happen, but there's just going to be times where guys need a break. And Tim Patrick, again, I understand he's having a bit of a rough camp, but he is legitimately, he's a legit NFL target. He's our biggest body out there. I know that he's struggling, but he's a consummate professional. He's got rapport with JG16. He's the kind of guy where you need a big play from him and you know you're going to get it. And I'm just happy to have a guy like that out there. You add him with Raymond Khalif, and those 5 Lions are all guys that you can rely on. They're, again, they all play a little bit of a different role with the speed of J-Mo, with the size of Tim Patrick. Of course, we know what Amon-Ra can do. I continue to hear Puka Nacua from BYU comparisons to Isaac Tesla. And then, of course, you've got my boy Raymond Khalif out there doing his thing too. I have no idea why we would even consider this. And then the funny part is that, the compensation I'm seeing coming back is like a 6th or a 5th or maybe a conditional 4th. Why on earth would we want to trade a guy that's productive, an NFL vet, barely making any money for a conditional 4th? It makes no sense to me whatsoever. Keep Tim Patrick on this roster, crumple up these rumors, throw him in the garbage can, especially the ones that are saying, like, trade him to the Eagles. You want to trade him to the Super Bowl champion Eagles? Really? A team that we are going to have to overtake? A team that we are going to have to play? Like, no thank you. I do not need to send anybody who is a established NFL vet who can be productive to an in-conference rival that we will absolutely have to beat at some point in time, if not twice this season. So, again, just stuff that makes me shake my head and kind of laugh. So, other things I want to talk. Oh, and again, if I had the drop, this is where I wish I had this drop. I got to talk to the host of the show. But if I had the Charles, that's terrible drop, I would absolutely drop that for these rumor innuendo, which to me just sounds like a bunch of boola. All right, let's move around to the defensive side of the ball here, and I'm continued to be impressed with my boy Rockison. He's just out there shining. He's making plays. It sounds like with all these injuries that we got rolling up in the secondary, he's going to have an opportunity out there. If he can stay healthy, he's going to get some meaningful snaps out there, and I am loving what I see from him out there in the preseason. Might be one of those deals. I think he had 3 solo tackles. He was all over the field, blowing plays up. I think he actually had an opportunity to play a little bit of safety today in the preseason game to show his versatility out there. So I love to see it. I think this could be one of those signings where the Lions faithful kind of clamored hemmed and hawed when Brad always opened for business, didn't make any big splashes after the DJ Reed. I think people were expecting, these crazy signings. They didn't happen. He just went out there and made some savvy moves. And I think Rockison is just one of those moves that's going to pay off and is going to look like an absolute deal when it's all said and done by big, bad Brad.
Are you feeling more fulfilled now that you're back to work? This Friday.
No. I need a vacation.
See the movie that critics are saying is an awesome.
Look at that.
Crowd-pleasing, fist-pumping, all-out brawl of a film.
You're right about that.
They're coming after our family. Go fix this.
Oh, my.
Nobody 2, rated R. Only in theaters Friday. Want to live better?
We got a lot of work to do.
Join Chris Hemsworth in National Geographic's new Disney Plus original series, Limitless. Live better now.
I'm diving headfirst into cutting-edge science to uncover 3 powerful secrets to living better right now. The growth that occurs through any challenging experience is really what we seek.
Chris Hemsworth stars in Limitless. Live better now. Streaming August 15th on Disney Plus and Hulu.
It's showtime.
My cat Freddie loves to be brushed and cuddled.
But stirring up his cat allergens meant sneezing and itchy eyes. Then I found Purina One Live Clear. It's cat food that reduced the major allergen and my suffering in as little as 21 days. Now, we feel closer than ever. If you have issues with cat allergens, you really need to try Purina One Live Clear.
Try new Purina One Live Clear today. Purina One, a difference from day one.
Gatorade is the #1 proven electrolyte blend designed to hydrate better than water. So you can lose more sweat and raise your game. Gatorade, is it in you?
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold! Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
And let's continue talking about deals and the clamoring that we are having for these deals. All right. I think that play of the edges that we have around Hutch, specifically Muhammad, Nate Lynn is shelling and balling out, and the assassin is also balling out. The play of those three guys particular is telling me that the Lions are happy and content with having a rotational guy on the other side of Hutch, that he's going to be unleashed, and they're just going to continue to roll other dudes on the other side and not make a big signing. In fact, let me hit the drop here.
Unleash Hutch. I'm ready to unleash Hutch.
We are all ready to watch Dan freaking Campbell unleash Hutch. But again, I think that the Lions are going to stand pat. I think they like the crew that they have. They're going to continue to develop and let those kids grow and get playing time. I do not see them signing another guy at this time. I know all the rumors are going out there, and you know how I feel about Zadarius Smith getting talked about every 5 seconds. I feel like all the sports outlets. When is Smith going to sign? When is Smith going to sign? Now I got to hear about his breakup with Cashdoll all over X. Like, oh, well, you know, I'm so tired of it, man. Don't get me started. I'm not going to go on a huge rant like I did a couple weeks ago, but I'm done with this Zadarius Smith talk. I think the Lions are just going to be happy with their guys unless somebody comes and is a big cut that's an impact player, maybe somebody who's got something to prove, that's established. A big name guy, maybe, but I don't see the Lions making any kind of move, especially not for a guy that's just a ho-hum player, in my opinion. So I think they're going to roll with this line that they've got on the defensive line. What do you think? So this is the part where I want to end the show a little different. I want to kind of encourage the people here to interact with the show a bit today. You've got the Kool-Aid packet. You're probably listening to it. It's a Monday morning. Maybe at your work. Maybe you're on the commute. I want to hear from the people. All right, you know the people.
Eczema isn't always obvious, but it's real. And so is the relief from Ebglyss. After an initial dosing phase, about 4 in 10 people taking Ebglyss achieved itch relief and clear or almost clear skin at 16 weeks. And most of those people maintain skin that's still more clear at 1 year with monthly dosing.
Ebglyss, lebrikizumab, LBKZ, a 250 milligram per 2 milliliter injection, is a prescription medicine used to treat adults and children 12 years of age and older who weigh at least 88 pounds or 40 kilograms with moderate to severe eczema, also called atopic dermatitis, that is not well controlled with prescription therapies used on the skin or topicals, or who cannot use topical therapies. Ebglyss can be used with or without topical corticosteroids. Don't use if you're allergic to Ebglyss. Allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Eye problems can occur. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening eye problems. You should not receive a live vaccine when treated with Ebglyss. Before starting Ebglyss, tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection.
Searching for real relief? Ask your doctor about Ebglyss and visit ebglyss.lilly.com or call 1-800-LILY-RX or 1-800-545-5979.
Your backyard barbecue has some new RSVPs. Just tap Target. With the grill raring to go, your personal shopper is tackling your same-day delivery order at Target.
Babe, so Bob and Lynn are bringing the kids after all.
Pro tip, you can change your same-day order with a quick text to your shopper.
I'll have her add popsicles. Ooh, and some sidewalk chalk.
Your shopper texts a thumbs up. You text 5 exclamation points and life is good. Text with a personal shopper and get it all delivered ASAP. Just tap Target.
You're tuned into Auto Intelligence, live from Auto Trader, where data, tools, and your preferences sync to make your car shopping smooth.
They're searching inventory.
Oh, yeah.
They find what you need.
They gon' find it.
You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. Pricing's precise and true.
So true.
It's smarter car shopping.
Ooh.
Just for you.
Oh, it's just for you. Find your next ride at Autotrader.com. Powered by Auto Intelligence.
You set the table, put on a playlist, even made the lasagna from scratch. And now you're wearing it. OxyClean Max Force Spray tackles tough, set-in stains the first time. Adulting is hard. Fighting stains shouldn't be. OxyClean Max Force. It's not clean unless it's OxyClean.
Today's top story, the flavor merger of the century between the Peanut Butter Group and Chocolatey Corp. Joining me is a PBC executive.
Thanks for having me, Barry.
Now, how did you know the merger and the byproduct of it, Jif peanut butter and chocolate flavored spread, would be a success?
You know, it was a gut feeling, a rumbling, if you will. Besides, they're two titans of taste.
Very true. Goes great with pretzels.
And pancakes.
Apples too, I bet. Try Jif PBC today.
The millions!
Millions of Detroit Koolaid listeners out there. I'm going to challenge you to retweet the show, like the show, share the show, comment on the show. Come at me. If you think one of my takes is nonsense, I want to see it. I want to get it. I don't want to say I want to get into some Twitter beef here, but I want to get some interaction with this show. You know, me and the host, Derek Oakrey, put in a ton of time, a ton of effort. We love all the listens, the millions and millions of fans. You guys are the best. And I want to start getting more interactive. I want to start seeing retweets to shows. I want to see comments on the show. I want to see things where you're like, Oakrey, this is ridiculous. Choppy Chop, what are you thinking? Of course, we're going to sign Zadarius Smith. Whatever it is, I'm challenging the people to get out there, to serve up the Kool-Aid, to share the show, comment on it, and give me some takes. Give me some thoughts. We used to do a segment where guys would call the Kool-Aid line. We'd play it on the show. I want to see some interaction from the people and kind of get a feel for where we're feeling there. And if you do that, you know you're going to get a lot of this.
Woo! Hashtag choppy likey.
And you might get a little bit of this too. Woo! Drink it in, man.